Alright, so what's up? Today we got another episode. I've done a couple changes and stuff. I changed up the camera. Hopefully this comes out and it works out and you guys can see a lot better than you could before, because that other camera was some trouble. And I know in the last video, and the video before that probably, you still heard the lens focusing, and this camera doesn't do that stuff. So hopefully give you some better quality stuff and some more enjoyable content. Today I'm going to be installing my lower control arms and knuckles, and I never ended up using them because they have some issues with clearance on the lower control arm, so you can't use just an extended one. You have to go with a notched one. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And then I got my lower control arms made extended 40 millimeters and notched. Alright, so what we got here is pretty much the kit that I assembled. The Sideways Fab version 1 knuckles. These are pretty old. They've been around for a while. These are the arms. I sent them out to Metal Fab Melvin. You can find them on Instagram. Like I said, I was going to put it down in the description below. So you can see it's 40 millimeter extensions, just some stock arms, notched. I'll show you what it does here. So when you get these on and your tie rod comes in and you go to turn, your tie rod sits right in there. It gets in that little space and it gives you, voila. He tried to make them so they can work with these knuckles, but he normally makes his own knuckles and he's got his own subframes that he fixes up for them. He's got a full kit. Hit him up and he'll give you some info on it, some insight, and probably what you're looking for. So but yeah, it's pretty much just gonna be these, some tension rods that I had on it before. Just throw these little tension rods on right here, and it's gonna be a go. So let's get to installing. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna show before and after, just so I don't mess this up, because I probably would have messed it up already. Kept reminding myself like 100 times. This is as much angle as it gets this way. That's the driver's side. This is the passenger side. The other way to pass is that fender. It's not really centered too well. See how this side has a nice amount more, a lot more. What it really has on now is just they're Megan inners, but I was gonna go with the Nissan Maxima, but I got these from a friend. And then these are Maxima outers, and it's just pretty much just what I want to try to do is run as much stock stuff as possible, so I go to auto parts if anything ever breaks and I just replace it. GK Tech offset tie rod spacers. And then for the lower control arms, I bought these eBay ones. I had Megan ones on this car before and they were actually decent. It did well for me for the beginning when I was KA, but now need more angle, need to go more sideways to keep up with my friends. So yeah, let's get to taking this off and installing. Alright, so like a smart ass, I didn't charge the camera, so I put it to charge for a little bit, at least to show you guys while I got all the bolts and stuff loose, so you guys can see what exactly you have to actually take off. So one of the first things is the outer tie rod connected to the knuckle. Then if you see right in there, you see the knuckle connected to the ball joint on the lower control arm. Sway bar link. You have to take off the knuckle off the coilover. The brake caliper, because that's not going to go anywhere if you leave that on. And then the tension rod, the 17, and then the 17 inside, sitting right there. And then it all comes down, and you'll see how it goes. Now let's take it all off. So side per side, this is the knuckle, this is the lower control arm that came off, and then this is the new one. And if you can see comparison how much shorter it is, this is cut, and then pushed in here, welded on. This is, you're not really going to see that much of a difference because this is extended pretty far already. But then you see this, and then you see the notch, you see how the stopper is here. Normally he puts on a stopper here, but he left that up to me because these weren't his knuckles. So eventually I'll get these made. Probably go to Leo's house, get some stoppers put on here with a little bolt, just to stop the knuckle from overturning pretty much. And put a little stopper right here. Now, let's throw these bad boys on. Alright, so pretty much this is the second side, this is the right side. Pretty much everything is off, everything's loose. Changed already the knuckle. I'm going to show you the rest of the install, putting it back together. And it's pretty simple stuff, bolts here, bolts there. You just gotta, you know, pick a good order and stick to it. And don't forget where the bolts go, because placement is important. So I'm pretty much done with the install. As you can see, it's pretty much as straight as it can be. Now, when you do this, you're obviously, every time you change arms and stuff like that, you're obviously going to need to do an alignment. Most of us, we do our alignments ourselves. We use toe plates and stuff like that, and we try to measure as best as we can, and then we, you know, just go on and test and tune. And the steering wheel is over here straight. It's ideal to have somebody holding the steering wheel inside so it doesn't move and shift like that as you go in and out. But I'm gonna try to adjust it as best as I can myself, and then show you guys really how much it goes, because showing you how much angle it gets like this is not real. So I'll be right back. Just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm adjusting it by here, bringing it out so you can straighten out the wheel, get it as straight as possible, and then you come outside and check it, and you see it starting to straighten out. This one still has some to go, but just so you can see, the camera's about to die. And I want to see how much angle I can actually get. Let's get my phone. If you can see right there, that little piece is not supposed to touch right in there. Let me see if I can. This is supposed to sit in here. Thing is, he didn't know exactly how these were gonna work, so he wasn't able to actually test them himself, because these aren't his knuckles that he makes. But it sits a little further up, so what I'm probably gonna have to end up doing is cutting off another little piece here. I'm welding another plate just so that it can sit in there. And if you see it now, it's over centering, so, or whatever, I don't know exactly what it is. It actually gave me a lot more angle than it used to have before. It's doing the same thing on this side, so you see it right here where it's touching that spot. But even then, still a decent amount more angle than I used to have, so not a complete failure. But yeah, so pretty much all I have to do is modify those arms on this, modify them a little bit more because they're already modified. Well, all I pretty much need left is to modify the arms and because Melvin's located in North Carolina. So yeah, I'm all the way in Miami. So taking them back to him or sending them, if you get his knuckles, the system will definitely work. Oh, I also got to take the starter out of this thing because it's giving me issues. It wants to feel like it's a dead battery, but it's not. It's actually the starter getting stuck because I've tapped it a couple times and it gets unstuck sometimes. And it was for a while, but then it started giving me problems again. I'm gonna try to start it now, see if she'll run. Nope. Wants to act like it's dead. Starter went poo-poo. All the way down there in that cluster. We'll get it fixed for the event, so it'll get fixed. It'll be done before the event, hopefully. But I also got to show you something else that I got, which might set me back a little bit. I really hope it doesn't, but I purchased a new car. Alright, so I said I was going to show you the car, and we're here. We got some decent lighting, so here's the car. I picked it up for a pretty good deal. It was on stock rims. Had stock rims all around. The front tires were balding, so I can tell that the alignment was kind of bad. It has a Altezza Rep front bumper, but as you can tell, it's missing a nice chunk of it right here. It's got a couple minor things to fix here and there, but for the price, I can't really complain. I mean, I got it for a steal. And yesterday I ended up fixing the AC. I had these wheels that I used for drift spares for my S14, but I ended up putting them on this car so I can just drive around and stuff, because the front tires are bald and I wasn't gonna put wheels on the front and stocks on the back. Needs a tail light. My favorite part of this car, beautiful heart-shaped exhaust. That thing's staying no matter what. These fenders kind of got destroyed. It sucks, but I mean, people butcher cars here and there. I've done my fair share of butchering cars and stuff. The plan now is to daily this car. Things could change. Plans are to get a front bumper, get side skirts and paint those side skirts, and have a nice matching car. And I have two more of the back wheels that I'm gonna put on the front. She's a beauty, and she's gonna be even nicer soon, hopefully. New IS300 might be a project. It's probably gonna end up being a project because my intentions with it is to SR20 swap it, and I've already thought about it. BN Sports Kit, SR20 swap. Still don't know that much about IS300, so whoever makes a nice angle kit for it, I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm probably gonna end up drifting it stock as it is now, and seeing how it does, and then, you know, continue to move on from there and have fun with this car. The S14 is still the main build. If the S14 is ever down, this car is gonna get drifted. Till the next one, y'all. Peace out. All those speed brake stuff.
This is the second time that shit always happens. The back is so like crazy. We drifting with AC and everything.
Not bad though. Power's definitely there.